guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, then welcome. This week I'm going to be bringing you with me to a few of my favorite places to shop for Christmas items, and we'll do a little shop with me in the first portion, and then I'll bring you back home and I'll show you what I found. I'll give you lots of great ideas for these items, and then if in case I can't find the specific item, I'm going to be linking everything down below for you. I like these videos because they give me the opportunity to show you a little bit of what's in store so that yes, you can go purchase them if it's a local store that's like a Michael's or something like that, but also to remind you, because I know I need reminders of like what I might have in my own storage. So sometimes I won't remember, oh yeah, I have that there until I see it, till I see someone showing it and I'm like, that's right. Or maybe it's like, I have something similar that I can use in the same way that I just haven't thought of before. So that's why I really like these shop with me's and these hauls where I'm showing you items like this. And I hope that you appreciate it just as much. But let me know in the comments if you do and if you like this type of video. And I also do like to show you guys some styling tips. So be on the lookout for that. If you like videos like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you have your notifications turned on so that every time I upload a new video, you won't miss it. Also, please leave me a comment. That really helps my channel and it also helps me to know what kind of things that you like. I also love hearing your ideas and what you guys think. So definitely leave me that comment. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. This is going to be a fun one. I think you're really going to enjoy it. So without further ado, let's go shopping. I headed over to Target. I wanted to see the Hearth and Hand collection and the Threshold Studio McGee collection, and they had a lot of good finds there. I really like those photo holders, and I always like the idea of doing photos on the Christmas tree. So that's a really pretty vintage set. These are some wooded bead garland, and I have a similar find that I found at my local Aldi last year. So this is $14.99. Aldi I think was only $5.99, but it gives the same look. And then they had a bunch of cute gift options. I did like this candle accessory set with a tray. If you have a creative friend or family member that wants to get into candle making, I thought that was really cute and well priced. They also had these mercury glass Christmas scented candles, which were not only very pretty, but also convenient because they actually came with a gift tag already attached to it. So I really like that. These would be great for like a teacher's gift for your kids, or maybe someone else close to you that you just need to have a gift on hand. I also really like the milk and cookies set. I thought this was really sweet, a nice family gift, or you can pick it up if you have small kids. Just lots of well-priced gift items that were presented really well. They had two different styles of taper candelabras. This smaller brass set that holds 3 candelabras. You can use one of these on maybe a side table, or you can get several of them for a dining table. And then they had this really long, very pretty candelabra that would obviously go in the center of a dining table. It's a statement piece. You can add some Christmas greenery throughout it, and I think that that would look really pretty. They also had several options for these trees. I really did like this little one in the fluted planter there, $14.99, a really nice price. They would look nice maybe on a kitchen counter or maybe in a powder room where you just need a nice little pop of holiday decor. And I also really liked the amber glass here. They have 3 different sizes. The smaller 2, as you can see, come with an arrangement already ready to go for you. And the larger one is free for you to either leave empty or add in whatever sprigs you like. I also really liked both options for the advent calendars. They had this one that would look really nice up on a mantelpiece, and then they had another one that you could maybe hang on a door. I think this could be particularly fun for kids to move that wreath each day as you get closer to Christmas. I really liked what they had this year in terms of wrapping stations, like this little ribbon holder with this little drawer in it where you can store your ribbons and your scissors. And then I found this gift topper set, which I thought was really pretty. It came with that really nice velvet green ribbon and had some really realistic looking cedar, and I think this would be super convenient to have on hand when it's time to wrap gifts. Threshold and Studio McGee line had a lot of great options for these ceramic and wooden Christmas trees. They had all different sizes. I really loved the fluted detail on the green one, and I also really liked the pleated look of the wood one. I think that even if you purchase several of these and you put them together in an assortment, it could look really nice. I think it kind of adds interest to an area and it doesn't make things feel so matchy-matchy. Moving on, I found this stocking holder, which I thought was also very nice and would look beautiful on top of a mantle. And I did love the shape of these gold vases. I thought that they would look beautiful on top of a kitchen island. You can maybe get some red berries coming out of them, and I think that would make a really stunning arrangement. I'm not really crazy about the wicker, but I know it's really popular right now, and they did have some of those wicker trees. I personally liked these white ceramic ones. I thought that they had a lot of really nice texture to them, and again, would look really nice as an assortment mixed together with several other Christmas trees. They had a nice cozy throw here. They didn't have a lot, at least at my Target, in terms of throws, but this one that I did see was very nice, and I really loved the soft texture of these faux fur stockings, and I thought that the colors were beautiful together. But I think my favorite item from this section was this vintage looking Christmas swan painting. I really love the detail around the frame. I think this would look really nice layered onto a countertop or onto a gallery wall. Moving on to HomeGoods, there is just so much to see in this store, as you guys know. I really like the idea of these black wrought iron trees. I think that Christmas often brings so much color, which is a beautiful thing, but the black is so unexpected, and black is always very grounding, very similar to wood. So I think that mixing in some of those black trees, maybe some of those wooden trees like these right here, they just help to ground things and bring in that natural element, which is really so nice around the holidays. Red mercury glass trees were stunning. If that is your color this year, if you're going for that more bright traditional Christmas red, these have batteries inside them, so I can imagine these looking really beautiful at night on top of a countertop. Maybe all the kitchen lights are off and you just have these trees on. I think it would look gorgeous. They had tons and tons of Christmas tree cutting boards, different types of holiday themed cutting boards. HomeGoods is always great for things like that, and these are always good to have on hand for yourself, for layering and entertaining, but then also if you need things on hand to give for last minute gifts, everybody loves getting pieces like these. And also items like these, which are you can take some baked brie and just bake it right in those beautiful looking ceramic mini bakers. They go right in the oven. Again, great for you and also great to have on hand for gifts. This item was one of my most favorites from HomeGoods. It's this stunning reindeer sleigh wine bottle holder. That is a great price for a statement piece like this, and I think that you can find just so much like this at HomeGoods. I had to show you guys this dough bowl because $49.99 for a piece that large is a great price, and you can always use dough bowls for centerpieces for holiday arrangements and then switch them out once the holidays are over, so it will do double duty all year round. I'm in the market for some frames, and they had tons and tons of beautiful vintage frames in all different sizes with all different finishes. So definitely hit up your local HomeGoods if you're on the market for some of those. I had to share this statement piece candelabra. It's so pretty. I think that those are supposed to be calla lilies, and they look like they take those very skinny tapers, but purchasing even with just one of those I think would be gorgeous on a holiday table. So now we're headed over to the thrift shop, and I had to show you guys these. They had a full set of these paper trees that are so popular right now, and the entire set here is $24, whereas you can buy one of those large trees on sites like West Elm right now. So definitely check your local thrift shop. I fell in love with this one booth. They had all of these gorgeous vintage Chinese jars. This is an extra large one. These are all antiques. I know that's a high price, but these are one-of-a-kind pieces that were just beautiful. Just like this set of 2 taper hurricanes. They have beautiful etching in them. I just think that on top of a holiday table, they would look gorgeous. You can even fill them with berries. And I think overall, you could just do so much again with them all year round, not even just for the holidays. They had this really cute grapevine rattan sleigh for only $20, and you guys I'm sure have seen them on all sorts of designer sites for much more money than that, so that was a great find. This piece caught my eye and I picked it up. It was only $28, and it was very similar to a beautiful piece I saw on the Zara home website. It's this taper candle wreath. I liked the one at the thrift shop even better because it had those red berries. Overall, go visit your thrift shop. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by all of the really beautiful holiday items you can find. So now I headed over to my local Ross. They didn't have as much as HomeGoods, but they did have several holiday themed cutting boards for great prices. And then little cute items like this. If you're someone who likes to give Christmas cookies or maybe some fudge, these are great things that you can give to someone. And then they have a really nice entertaining piece that they're left with as a gift. I also spotted these adorable velvet nutcrackers that came in both red and black for great prices, and then these stag pillar holders that if you buy 2 of them would make a beautiful arrangement for a dining table. And on my way out, I spotted this bow tree topper that reminded me of the one on the McGee & Co website. It is half the price of the one on their site, which by the way is sold out. This one gives the same designer feel for a much better deal. All right, you guys, so we're back at home now, and I'm going to be sharing with you the items that I picked up and my plans for decorating with them for this season. So the first item I grabbed from Target, and that is the gift topper set with the ribbon spool. So they have a really realistic looking cedar, and then they have that red berry stem in the center. So I have a gallery wall in our hallway downstairs, and this is something that a lot of us have gallery walls, or maybe really any kind of art that we have hanging in our homes. Here's something really simple that you can do to spruce it up for the holidays without having to like swap out your art or make a big change to that wall or hang new art. You can just take a piece like this with a velvet ribbon, whether you use, the same color, red, green, doesn't matter. Gold is also really pretty. And you can take a sprig like this and just attach it to the top of your picture and then wrap the ribbon around it. And that's it. You've upgraded your wall in a really festive way just by adding a simple decorative touch. Since I have 6 pictures, I bought 2 packages of these, and I'll have 2 left over, so I can do something else with them. I can maybe tie them to the top handle of a cutting board, or maybe find another picture in my home, or I can just use them like they were meant to be used and just have 2 additional gift toppers. But you really can't have enough sprigs like this, and I'll tell you that I was looking for a larger sprig that I was planning on just cutting up into these smaller sprigs. But when I saw this set, it made so much sense that I could just use these the same way, and it was already done for me. I'll add a really pretty red velvet ribbon, and I've upgraded my entire gallery wall and just given it a nice little lift. I could even add a little bell to the center. Really, however you do it, I think would be great. But don't overlook these little types of things and sort of think outside the box how you can use them in different ways. You might remember from my last video where I did the Christmas DIYs. I've got some really great DIYs in that video, so go watch it. I'll link it below if you haven't seen it. But one of the DIYs is this beautiful tension rod garland piece that I did in the center of my doorway, at the top of my doorway. And I had some really pretty Real Touch Norfolk pine garland that I used for that. I was initially going to use it for the railings on my stairs, but I wound up using it for that tension rod piece. It came out so beautiful. I didn't want to touch it. I didn't want to mess with it. So I was looking for more of that similar type of garland. I was about to order more, and then I actually wound up in Michael's, and I didn't show this part in a shop with me because I really didn't expect to find anything there that day. I was just going in for a quick return, but I went by the garland section, and this particular garland caught my eye. It is this 6-foot cedar and pine garland. You guys, it is so pretty. You can see how it hangs. I really love how this garland hangs. It has like a lighter and a darker green. It's got a lot of movement, as you can see. And I also really liked that it had these pine cone details. And there are 2 different types of pine cones. So we've got these like regular basic type pine cone right here. And then we have, I don't know the official name of them, but then we have these longer pine cones right here. Overall, it's just such a pretty garland. I cannot wait to use this. When I published this video, this was the week that I purchased it from Michael's, and it was 40% off, which was really a great deal. I showed you in my Shop With Me video a couple of great styling ideas. I did another Shop With Me video and a haul, so go back and watch that. I'll also link it for you below. But I used the Norfolk pine garland, but it was the same kind of idea. So I just draped it like this. I kind of swooped it a little bit. I had it hanging at the end, and I just thought that it looked so pretty. So I think that that's what I'm going to do with this particular garland. It just looks super nice, and I can't wait to use it. Which brings me to my next item I wanted to share with you. So when I was at Hobby Lobby, I had seen these berry stems. They are these holly clusters, this holly cluster spray. You guys, this is so pretty. This actually reminds me of the stems that I saw on the A Floral website, which were a lot more expensive, but these ones at Hobby Lobby were only $11.99 a stem, but then 50% off. the two different types of berry clusters. As you can see, we've got these smaller ones back here that are just so pretty and so elegant, a little bit of a deeper kind of red color. And then you have these, which are the more traditional, bigger, larger berry stems. So my plan with this is to use my existing Christmas garland that I've had for several years now that it's pre-lit, so it's already done for you. I bought it at Costco. I'm going to be using the garland itself as my base. And then I will be interspersing several of these throughout. And I'm thinking I'll make a bigger statement at the end, sort of kind of like swoop it up and then down the side. And I have to share that I tried to find them for you guys, these exact ones. You have to go in store, so hopefully you have a Hobby Lobby nearby. I actually grabbed the last 6 of them and they were sold out online. But I did link the A-Floral ones for you. And again, if you have a Hobby Lobby near you, definitely go and check them out. Also, while I was at Hobby Lobby, I picked up 2 of these stems. These are these pine cone stems that have like these juniper berries. And the reason why I grabbed them is because the color of the berries were so non-traditional to me. They caught my eye because you almost can't tell if they're blue or if they're a little bit of that sagey green that I was going for. So I just thought they were really pretty and unexpected. And I did love these natural looking pine cones on them. So I grabbed 2 of these and I will be using these probably in that area of my mantle where I'm going to be swooping it up and out. I can't wait to show you guys this when I actually style it. So I thought it would look really nice to have our tree on one side, start the garland on the top of the mantle, and then make it come big and then sort of cascade down the side. Okay, so moving on to HomeGoods, I saw a couple things there that I just thought were beautiful. This piece in particular, I think is just gorgeous. I absolutely could not leave it there. And that is this white marble cutting board. This piece is so pretty, you guys. There is so much texture in these trees. They're sort of lifted out of the marble. I really like that it comes with this nice spreader because this would be a really nice gift to give somebody if you're not hosting. Maybe you can bring this as a hostess gift. So I think I'll be layering this piece as a cutting board. I think what I'm going to be doing is I have a couple of other Christmas cutting boards, so I'll probably swap out my regular ones that I use and I'll bring out my Christmas cutting boards. I have a really pretty one that's in the shape of an ornament and it has like some etching on it. So I think I'll probably layer this one right in front of it, which is another great idea to decorate your kitchen for the holidays. You can layer cutting boards like that. We often think about entertaining pieces and maybe you have some pieces stored away in a cabinet, but think about bringing those pieces out and allowing them to serve as decor for your kitchen for the holidays. So again, maybe that's a beautiful cutting board like this one right here. Maybe you have some really pretty Christmas serving bowls that you can just use to hold your fruit for the season so that you get to enjoy them for more time rather than just Christmas Eve or Christmas Day or maybe that holiday party. And I find that whenever I can do that, it just lifts my spirits and makes me feel happy when I do things like that in my space. You guys might remember a couple of videos ago where I shared with you guys some prints that I had printed out from Etsy, and I told you all how I was going to be doing a gallery wall, probably outside of our downstairs bathroom, and I was looking for frames for these gorgeous prints. I scored big at HomeGoods. I found so many beautiful frames. If you guys are in need of some vintage looking frames or maybe just any frames to do a gallery wall, go to HomeGoods right now. They have so many good frames there. So this is the first one that I got. It's 11 by 14, but matted, it comes to an 8 by 10. I absolutely loved the detail in the side here. This is so pretty to me. I really wanted that vintage feel. I'm actually going to paint the frame. So I've shared with you guys, you know, in many videos, I really do love using paint because it really makes things feel more custom and it gives them that look that matches the rest of your other decor. So for me, I don't really have a lot of this bright gold, but I knew that for $16.99, I can buy this and have it look exactly how I want if I just add a little bit of paint to the frame. So I do plan on toning this down a little bit. Then I grabbed this other one. I love the corner detail in this one. It's a little bit more subtle, so it's not as ornate as the one that I just showed you, but it just has this really pretty detail in the corners, and I love, love, love the shape of it. And then I needed 3 5x7 frames also for that same gallery wall. So there's this one, which I love because this one is oval shaped, but look at that scalloped detail around the edges here. I think it's so pretty. I'm going to probably do the same thing for this one. I'm going to tone down that gold with just a little bit more bronze kind of brown color. Then I found this one, which has this nice like fluted detail. I thought this was a really nice way to soften things up and just add a pretty arch to it. This one might be my favorite one. It's got this really ornate detail on top and all along the sides, even down here. I really love this like leafy kind of vintage feel that it has down at the bottom. Out of all the prints that I did print out, which by the way is super easy to do, if you order prints off of Etsy, you can just print them at your local Walgreens, which is what I did. As soon as I saw this last arched mirror that I just showed you, I knew the picture that I was gonna put in. It's this black mistletoe picture. I just think that it will look so elegant inside this frame. I cannot wait to cut these and get them in the frames and get everything up on the wall so that I can show you my full vision and the finished outcome. But the other collection of images that I purchased were more lighter, like a vintage kind of Christmas feel. So I thought it would be really nice to have something that was a little bit darker up on the same wall to just break things up a little bit. Okay, so this next item came from Ross. It is this gorgeous bow tree topper. I thought this was so pretty, and it's giving me the same vibes as that McGee & Co. tree topper, which is brass, and it's sold out right now. This one is, of course, a little bit more shimmery. It was only $10.99 at Ross, which is half the price of the one on the McGee & Co. website. This one is a lot more bigger in size. Check your local Ross. I know that it's one of those places that sometimes we forget about, but I have found some of my favorite items at Ross. It's similar to HomeGoods in the sense that you never see the same thing twice. So if you do see something there, you definitely want to scoop it up when you see it. This last item, I simply could not leave at the thrift shop. You knew I was going to say it. It was this vase. It's huge, so I have to lift it up to show it to you, but look at all of this beautiful aging on it, all this beautiful patina. It's got this crack right through the center. I've always been drawn to things that are very wabi-sabi, not perfect, they're older. I live in a newer house, but I really like the juxtaposition with adding in a well-placed antique here or there. And this piece was just gorgeous. This was definitely a splurge for me. It was $179. That was the sticker price. However, I had a gift card with me for $100, and then I asked up front if they would be willing to take it down to $150, and they said yes. So ultimately, I got this beautiful piece that is not just for the holidays, but that I can use it year round for 50 bucks. I did find something very similar for you through a seller on Amazon, and I've linked that for you below. So if you need a statement piece like this, if you need a large vase, something that you can just set on the end of a kitchen island or in the center of a coffee table, or you can even use this as a floor vase because it has such a presence and it's so large. But I was thinking that this would look really pretty on the end of our island for the holidays with some of those gorgeous berry sprigs that I showed you earlier coming out of the top. I think that given that this is a green, even though it's more of like an army green, it's not your traditional Christmas green, but it definitely has that earthy Christmas green color tone to it. And with those deeper burgundy red berries, I just think it would look so stunning. All right, you guys, that is it for today. I really hope that you enjoyed coming shopping with me. I hope that you've enjoyed my styling tips and that you've really liked the items I picked up. Let me know down below which item's your favorite from this haul. I always love hearing your ideas, so please drop me a comment. Let me know what your ideas are. I appreciate you guys being here so much. So again, if you like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, drop me a comment, let me know what you think. Leaving me likes and comments really helps my channel, so I do appreciate that. So thanks again so much for being here. Stick around, there's a lot more to come. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.